No.
Here we go.
Exclusively Van Halen for October 11th, 2022, 8:08 p.m. Eastern, 5:08 Pacific. Out here in Santa Cruz and in Mesa, Arizona, right? Is it 5:08 or 6:08?
It is 5:09 according to my clock.
Oh, so we're like a minute difference. That's a weird time zone. How the hour is the same, but the minutes are different.
Yeah. Well, it's my clock. Who knows? I set it. I'm a little fast on everything.
I usually set on my clocks 5 minutes ahead, but the iPhones and the computers, I don't think you can do anything with. They're all set to like some standard.
Yeah.
Some robot is controlling that stuff. So you guys, if you're brand new here, remember, you want to subscribe to this channel. You want to get into that live chat right over there because we're giving away some Van Halen vinyl tonight, and you have to be in the chat to participate. And all you got, there's no keyword. All you got to do is chat with each other in the chat, and you're in the drawing for some Van Halen vinyl tonight. And you guys can vote for which one you want to get. So,
and the winner, what's it going to be in about an hour and 45 minutes? So right before the end of the show.
Yes. Yeah. So nobody leaves.
So most people are going to come in right at the last 15 minutes to try to win that.
That's fine. That's cool. Is that Paco? Are you Paco? We'll see. We'll turn the cameras on. Here we go.
Hey! This is Michael Anthony right here, and you are watching exclusively Van Halen on the Johnny Beane TV. Keep it there. Woo! See ya!
Catchy tune.
The Johnny Beane Show.
Right on. Hey, dudes. What's up, you guys? And no, that is not Paco. That is Zims from Zims Guitars. There he is. He's got an EVH shirt on. He's got a Frankenstein up there. Look at that. He loves Van Halen, too.
Eddie Van Halen, baby.
If you guys like Van Halen, this is the place you want to be. This is Johnny Beane TV. So smash that subscribe button. Smash that thumbs up. Wait, got 21 thumbs. We got 18 watching, or 22 watching so far. 25 watching according to this. See? You look at different clocks, the time is different. You look at different screens, the numbers are all different. But thank you for being here, you guys. And again, you want to get into that live chat because we're giving away some vinyl tonight. We got a couple of them right here. We got Diver Down.
What a great record that is.
Yes. And we got Van Halen. The debut. Van Halen. There you go. So we're giving both these away. Well, crap. You guys can vote. Okay, we'll do both. I just said it. We'll give both of these away tonight, but you guys got to vote which one you want us to give away first. So what we do here is we'll put a little poll in the chat. If I can type.
Johnny's giving away his whole record collection.
We were just talking about that before we went on the air, and I was telling Dane that I had a huge Van Halen collection for years. Ask your community which one to give away. Okay, I think that makes sense. There we go. So in the chat right there, you can vote. Which one should we give away first? And again, there's no keywords. All you got to do is participate in the chat. You got to subscribe to get into the chat, and then you just type. Say hello to your fellow chat mates. Talk to us. Ask us questions. Leave us comments.
Yeah, subscribe to the channel. Win the record. After it's sent to you in the mail, then you hit the unsubscribe button.
Yeah.
You guys think that way. It's okay. That's okay.
Well, I mean, but then next week we give away another one. So you'd have to come back and resubscribe.
You
again.
have to resubscribe then.
So, and the channel's growing, man. I don't know. Since about
That's
4 months
great.
ago, the channel is just like, it's like 100 new subs like every month. It's just incredible.
That's great.
It's just amazing. Thank you, everybody.
Well, just there's, for not having much going on in the world of Van Halen, there's kind of a lot going on recently.
Oh, there's always, yeah. There's
And
always.
thankfully, Sammy Hagar is still out working his butt off. And that's got a lot to do with it. Sammy is still alive and well and rocking out and touring and Cabo Wabo and Birthday Bash and everything that he's been up to lately.
Mm-hmm.
Michael Anthony's still kicking butt.
Oh, Mike's awesome.
Yeah.
Mike
Still a
is
living
awesome.
legend.
Yes. Yes. So there you go. In the chat, please vote. And again, there's no keywords. All you gotta do is talk to each other, talk to us, and you'll be entered in the drawing, which will be a little later tonight. But let's say hello to the top tier of channel members here on Johnny Beane TV. Here on YouTube, we have channel membership. And the top tier are the executive producers, and they are currently, there it is, Stephen Franklin, Michael Smith, Music Therapy Labs, Majestic PB and J Cat, Thomas Santiago, Guitar Man 45, Sherman Callahan, Thomas Santiago again, John Moronic, Arhabs, David Allen Wright, and Warlag.
There they are.
That's the top tier of channel members here on Johnny Beane TV. Here on YouTube, if you'd like to become a channel member, click that join button below the 18 thumbs up. Smash that thumbs up, you guys. That really helps us out. And let's see, what else do I normally say here? Sherman, I see you in the chat. Sherman Callahan, you won. You won something last week on the channel. I need to know where to send it. So Sherman, if you could text me that phone number right there, or message me on Facebook, I can send you out your prize. You won a guitar pick Saturday night, I think it was. And I mailed out.
Just go in the chat, put your address, your maybe phone, social security number. No.
Well, yeah, I probably wouldn't do that. But Sherman, if you can hear me, please contact me and let me know where to send your guitar pick. So we have channel membership here on YouTube. By the way, breaking news, we also have channel membership over on Instagram, which is pretty cool. Instagram is like the newest, well, actually, no, it's not new. I've actually been over there for 11 years. But very cool place. And you can actually become a member over on my Instagram account at EVH Gear Live. There's the details right there. I actually made a little video for it in my stories over on my Instagram. So check it out. And what's going on there? Oh, they're washing windows.
Hi, Sherry.
Hi. You didn't want me to sweat, so I'm doing windows.
Okay. Don't start sweating. Guys, you've heard all about her. There she is, washing display cases, earning a few dollars, working hard, shining up inside of Zim's Guitars here in Mesa, Arizona. There she is. Say hi to everybody, Sherry. Wave at us.
Hey, everybody.
There we go.
It's Sherry. Hi, Sherry.
That is Sherry.
Hey.
Hello. Hello from Santa Cruz.
Okay, there she is.
It was like a
She's busy.
historical moment.
Yeah, she said it's a historical moment that she's down here and she's actually working.
Wow. And you guys close in like 45 minutes.
Yeah. She just started like 5 minutes ago too. So
Sherman
she'll try to get a
Callahan,
whole
thank you.
day. She'll try to get a whole paycheck for the whole day. She's started 15 minutes ago.
There you go. That's cool.
Doing the dishes and mopping up that floor.
Hey, where'd that go?
She used
There
to
you
go
go.
out cruising looking for a fight. But now she's got to hang out at Zim's Guitars every night.
Not bad, Dane.
There it
Yeah,
is. Big
There
Bad
it-
Bill and Sweet William now.
There it is. Right there.
Married life had done changed him somehow.
Mm-hmm. Michael B, thank you so much, man. Michael, producer. Michael B.
Johnny,
is
what were you
back.
thinking the first time you heard Big Bad Bill is Sweet William now? What were you thinking about the Van Halen boys when they let something like that come out?
I thought it was great.
Yeah.
I thought it was great because it just shows another side of their musicianship.
Yeah, and it got his father,
You know?
Eddie's father got involved in that on the clarinet.
Mm-hmm.
Hey man, how you doing?
I'm great. I saw a guitar store and I should just keep on walking.
Thank you for coming in.
Thank you for coming in. We close in 20 minutes. Yeah. Yeah, you guys, Dane, that's a real guitar store right there. So
I'm in
if
a
you're
real guitar. Yeah, I'm in a
if
real
you're
guitar
interested,
shop.
if
This
you're
is not a
interested
green
in
screen.
No.
Yeah.
It is not. These guitars are not for sale. Those guitars are. So if you're interested in anything Dane has there, go to Zim's Guitars, Google Zim's Guitars,
Or call me.
such as that one. A Jackson. Guitars are available. Look at that, with strings. Wow, awesome, man.
A Jackson soloist. So
Oh.
it's weird to think about Jackson guitars because there's never a number or a name or anything on a Jackson where you're like, oh, I know exactly. It never shows what the model number is. But an easy way to sort of figure some stuff out on a Jackson is if it is a bolt-on neck, it's a dinky, and if it is a set neck, like a neck through, like this one is, that would make it a soloist. So there you go. Tip of the day, guitar tip of the day.
Right on. And how much is that one?
We have this thing priced at $450.
Ooh. That's a deal. So if you're interested in that guitar, call Dane tomorrow, right?
That is right. During normal business hours.
Yes.
Let me see if you guys can read
Let's
that.
see that. Let's see. 480-242-3742
Yeah.
during normal business
Zim's Guitars,
hours.
buy, sell, and trade.
There you
It's a
go.
lot of fun on some days.
There you go. By the way, did that guy ever come back? The one that you said you kicked out? Or is that him back there?
Oh, last week? No.
Yeah.
No. It's been fine. I haven't seen him.
Okay, good.
I had a crazy guy come in here. And, here's basically the story is I have a YouTube channel too. And I'm closing in on 3 million views or something. But once in a while, you'll get somebody that comes in the store and they're like, dude, I saw you on YouTube. And I'm like, yeah, well, hey, thanks for watching. And then they'll kind of want to hang out all day long. And after a while, you're like, dude, you can't just hang out here or I don't get any work done. So once in a while, you get a creepy guy that wants to just hang out all day. And it makes it, and they know where I'm at because I'm in my store. Now, Johnny, you're on the flip side of things where you don't have to worry about crazies knocking on your front door. Nobody
knows where I am.
I'm in an open
I'm very
public-
careful. Yes.
Yeah, I'm in an open public place where anybody can park out front and walk right in at any minute.
Mm-hmm.
So sometimes it gets a little bit, what's that dude doing here? It turns
Right.
into that sometimes, and you start to wonder, why is he here? What is going on? And is this guy trying to rape me or something? You know,
Gosh.
you know?
I will totally.
You just don't know. You know, you got to
Well,
be
you
careful.
stay open.
You
Then
got to
you
be
just keep- you
careful.
keep the shop open.
Yeah, yeah. So you got to be careful because there's weird people, and you don't know if they're going to walk in here.
Right.
But if they do,
Oh no.
my girlfriend says they'll kill you.
Baby.
That's right.
Wow. She
My
won't have to
girlfriend-
wash those windows anymore then.
Yeah. She might have to be washing some blood off the carpet.
Yeah, his blood.
Oh,
Not yours.
No, she said not mine, his. Yeah, so you worry about stuff when you're a shop owner. All shop owners worry about stuff. You see weird
course.
stuff on YouTube. You could get robbed at any time. It's kind of scary.
Mhm. TikTokers coming in.
Yeah, you got to
Yeah.
do the best you can do. Yeah. Yeah,
Yes.
TikTokers.
Yeah.
Popular TikTok influencers.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what, Johnny? I'm going to
Influencers.
have some sort of big news about my YouTube channel, though. I
Let's hear it.
got an email.
He's so wonderful.
You're more than welcome to stay if you want to. He's going to be doing that thing for at least another hour if you wanted to
We
look right.
are down to less than 5
Um,
before we catch the
I'm sorry, I started talking to people. But
Tell everyone about it.
um,
All right.
what was I going to talk about? Oh, okay. I got
YouTube.
an email. I got an email,
Mhm.
and it was a company, and they're called. I don't know what they're called, but a company called me and sent me an email, and they said, "Hey, we will send you a free guitar if you do an unboxing video about it." I said, "Awesome!
Mhm.
That's your very first step to being an influencer, right? Or doing so." So they're going to
Yes.
send me a free guitar, and they said you got to do an unboxing video, and you have to put the link to our company name in your description and blah blah
Right.
blah. And I said, "Awesome!
Mhm.
Send me a guitar." So there's those guys, the YouTubers that have that dream. There were companies are just randomly going to send you guitars, right?
Right.
And it finally happened. I have a guitar coming, so hopefully in the next month or so, you will see an unboxing video from a company I've never seen or heard from, but it's a Chinese guitar company. They're going to send me a guitar, and it should be fun. I get to keep the guitar,
Mhm.
Yeah. so it should be fun.
Half of my guitars are those guitars.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. That's great, man.
Yeah, it's kind of
You're
cool.
moving on up.
Yeah,
You're,
it's kind
you're
of fun.
moving. Someday, if you get enough of those, you can open up your own shop.
Yeah.
Right on. Well, that's great. We're excited, man. Thumbs
Yeah.
up for Dane doing his first
I'm
unboxing.
actually getting a free guitar. I'm getting a free guitar shipped to me from China.
There
But
you
I'll
go.
tell you guys all about it when it comes in and all that kind of stuff.
Right on. Right on, man.
Yeah.
Very
How
cool.
fun is that? How fun is that?
That's exciting. That's
I
exciting.
know, it's kind of cool. It is kind of cool.
Yeah. Yeah, it's awesome. Right? Chat? Let's see. Where else? Free stuff is great. That's right.
Everybody
Mike.
in the chat
Awesome.
fell asleep during that whole time I was talking about that.
That's okay.
Somebody just said China makes good guitars and food. Good food and guitars.
That's-
Somebody on Facebook.
That's true. That's true. We have somebody on Facebook watching us?
Yeah.
Oh,
Facebook user.
Facebook user.
Chinese
Facebook
make
user.
good food. They make
Who is
good
that?
food.
Let us know who you are. If you're watching this on Facebook, there's actually a little dialogue there where you can actually press a button and you can allow your name and your avatar so we know who you are. Like Wayne K. Furman here. He's watching us from Facebook. Speaking of Facebook, we're live on Facebook. Also, Johnny Beane TV Facebook page. We have Facebook Stars, a digital gift that helps in the production of these shows. We're also live in the exclusively I can't even talk. Ugh. Exclusively Van Halen group. 62,000 members. EVH Gear Fans Live page group. Johnny Beane TV group as well. And something that I totally forgot to say is if you'd like to help support the show in real time, the Guitar Moire, with all my free guitars, you can change the lights in there if you use any super chats, which is a way to help support this channel, support these shows. Only available here on Johnny Beane TV, here on YouTube. You will not see this anywhere else. It's awesome. And it's awesome. There you go. So, what else? What else?
So,
you're getting a free guitar.
And guess who had a birthday yesterday, Johnny? Maybe you heard about that.
You?
Hold on. Don't give it away. I've got something I want to show you guys.
Oh. Right. Oh. Gotta be careful with those camera angles. We don't want to see that. Let's see. Yeah, in the chat, who had a birthday
He
yesterday?
almost tripped right there.
We saw that. We saw that. Look at that. Oh, wow. What does that say? In the chat, what does that say? Let us know in the chat. Who had the birthday yesterday? Man, that's cool. Did you get that in person?
No, I did not. It was on a guitar that I bought.
Mm-hmm.
This was actually hanging in the Guitar Center in Tempe, Arizona for a long time. And they remodeled or something. And I bought what was sort of left of a display where this was on there. But 2001, that was kind of a low spot in his career, wasn't it?
He was, I think
Well,
he was.
He did that thing, the DLR band, in 1999 with John Five.
Right.
So this is 2 years after that. Did that?
Well, I think it was 98. I bought that record in 98. So it came out in 98, and then there was a tour in 99 where I think he was touring. I think he was touring the world, actually.
Yeah.
Because I remember having some bootleg videotapes of him on stage, like some other country somewhere.
Yeah, so that's kind of cool. I mean, he's not a guitar player, so to have this on a pickguard like he was some cool guitar player, I don't know. Seems a little weird.
Uh-huh.
Because wouldn't you want a pickguard only signed by guitar players?
Well, you know, those pickguards normally the people hand him the pickguard and he just signs it as he's walking away.
Yeah.
Normally. What guitar was it on? Like let me guess, a Squire.
No, I think it was on a Mexican Strat.
And did you pay a lot?
No. Couple $100 for the whole thing, I think. I ended up getting a good neck. I ended up getting a good neck out of it, and this pickguard.
Mexico Strats are actually really good. So you take that pickguard off, slap on another one. You've got a great guitar and a Dave Lee Roth autograph. That's awesome.
I might have showed you about 5 or 6 months I was on with you one night, and a guy left a guitar here that was a cheap Squire, but Eddie signed it, Alex signed it, Michael Anthony signed it, and Gary Sharon signed it. And I could have put this pickguard on that guitar, and I would have had everybody except for Sammy on there. Yeah.
Do you still have that guitar?
No, a guy brought it in. And, he's kind of a fan of the channel, and he just loves everything EVH.
He wasn't the guy you kicked out, is it?
No. And he said, dude, I don't know what to do with this guitar right now. You can just borrow it for a little while. So I had it hanging right here for like a month. And then he finally came and picked it up. So he kind of let me borrow the guitar for a while.
That's cool.
But one of those episodes we did 6 months ago or however long ago that was. I showed you guys that guitar. I'm pretty sure I did.
I have no memory of that.
So everybody
wish I
watching
did.
right now, go back and watch every live stream that's
Yes.
Johnny's ever done, and you'll run into that 3 minutes of where I'm talking about that.
Yes. And make sure when you go back and watch every video, slap a super thanks on all those previous videos. That helps support the channel as well.
So that super thanks button is basically if you watch an old video and you want to just get, man, I really love that video, I'm just going to send this guy like $2 or something. You just hit that and then you just enter the amount and Johnny ends up getting $2, right? Is that how that works?
Google ends up getting $1.95 of that, actually.
Those bastards. You know what? I have
Thank you,
stock in
Schoolie.
Google. I actually own shares of Google stock. So
Whoa.
go ahead. Let's get some Google going.
Right on. Thank you,
Let's get some Google.
Schoolie.
Schoolie D.
Welcome. Thank you for the super sticker with the, what is that, cherry pie? Cherry
You
pie
do
is
have
awesome, man.
You have a lot of names in your chat that I don't recognize from 6 months ago.
Because we have a ton of new people here since 6 months ago.
Oh, here
Tons.
comes another one.
We got dude, I'm telling you, probably since 6 months ago, we've gotten, I can't do math, but we've gotten hundreds, probably 1,000 new people since.
Because I don't recognize Schoolie. I don't recognize Holly Lewis.
Hey, Holly.
I don't recognize Steve T. Snyder. Blackjack Guitar, I recognize. Tim Thomas, I recognize. Burlish, Burlish is new. Nightbot, who the hell's that?
Nightbot's my best friend. Okay, what color? Okay, those are blue.
Brian?
Unfortunately, the super stickers don't activate the lights, so I have to manually do that. But
Brian Davies is new. Robert Ranford is new. Bry the sign guy. I don't know. There's all these new people in here.
James G.
Thank
you so much. Thank you. No, Dane, I'm telling you, we have probably like 1,000 more new people in here since that. Well, yeah.
Since the old days.
It's crazy, man.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's crazy awesome.
That's super cool.
So everybody, subscribe to Dane also.
Yeah, Zim's Guitars on YouTube.
Let me find it. I'll put the link
just
in the
do
thing.
restring videos. So being a buy, sell, and trade guitar shop, I get guitars traded in every day, and this one just came in today. And you have to restring stuff, and you have to shine it up, and you have to test the electronics, and you have to adjust the action and give it a nice little setup. So basically, as of the last year or so, 90% of my videos are me stringing up a used guitar that is in the store now, and I have to sell it. So if you want to see a wide variety of strange guitars that get traded in, and me putting strings on it, and things like that, then that's basically what my channel does. Zim's Guitars on YouTube.
There you go, Zim's Guitars. Give him a subscribe and a thumbs up. Leave comments on his videos that you saw him here on Johnny Beane TV. Now, you guys are awesome. Applause. We have the greatest audience. We thought we had the greatest audience 6 months ago. Now we truly do have the greatest audience. The channel is just growing like you wouldn't believe. It's amazing. And especially if you love Van Halen, this is the place you want to be. It really is. If you love guitars, if you love rock music, if you love Dane, if you love me, if you love
Don't
Ned.
get jealous over there, Sherry. There's a lot of love going on over here.
Between you and Johnny?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a real bromance going on.
Hey. Yeah, y'all are a lot of things happen.
She knows a lot. Let's just say this. My girlfriend knows an awful lot about David Lee Roth. And my girlfriend knows a lot of things about David Lee Roth that the rest of us men have never seen. Okay, let's just say that. There's parts of David Lee Roth that we have never seen. Let's just say that she has seen. And I'll just say that. Okay?
Whoa. Really?
And we're talking basically, no, I won't say what we're talking about.
Hmm.
I'll leave it for your imagination, but I've told the
Okay.
story before. But let's just say my girlfriend and David Lee Roth were backstage in El Paso, Texas in 1980.
And he sang songs about my pretty in there.
Yeah. He serenaded her. Dave serenaded my girlfriend
Made up songs.
backstage
That's
at the
that's
El
an-
Paso Civic Center, right? In like 1980.
That's an amazing story.
That is an amazing story.
I knew
Rumor is you were really pretty back then.
very pretty. We loved her, we loved her.
Yeah.
No. Oh my gosh.
That's cool. Good story. So that's what me and David Lee Roth have that in common. I'll just say that.
There you go, man.
More experience than they did.
Is that where the herpes came from?
Oh gosh.
That's just a joke.
Oh no, honey, it's syphilis. Don't get it wrong.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. All right, let's move on.
Wow.
Happy birthday, David Lee Roth. How old is he now?
Yes.
How old is
I'm
Mr.
not,
Roth?
I'm not sure. I don't know. How old? See, ask the chat. In the chat, how old is David Lee Roth now? Let us know.
You're going to say 67? I think he was born in 1955-ish area.
He's an old fart, man.
Hmm. I
A
can ask
little ain't
Google.
enough. Right, Cherry? A little ain't enough.
He was 20.
A little old enough.
Johnny, right now, what would be your favorite? I know we've listened to Van Halen for years and years and years. What is the one song right now that if you had the collection in front of you and you could access a song very quickly, what would be that one song you'd want to access right now, you'd want to listen to?
Out of the whole catalog?
Yep.
Out of everything?
Yep.
Out of
What would
everything?
you go to right now instantly? What's the song?
Getting text messages. What? Roth shares a birthday with your mom?
Headstock says old enough
Somebody
to
saying?
retire.
He was born in 54, according to Google. He's
106.
68.
68
He's
years
60
old.
he's
Holly got it
68.
right. Wayne got it
I
right.
said 67.
James G seems to think he's 106.
Man. If I could hear one Van Halen song
Little dreamer.
in the chat, let us know what Van Halen song you'd like to hear right now.
Well, we're hearing
While
we're
you're
seeing
watching
a
this.
little bit. Oh, we're seeing a little atomic punk, which is something awesome off the first album. Wayne wants to see a little bit of Panama. Yeah, he's 1 million years old. Hang 'em high. The Wildlife from 1984. That's the whole movie.
I've been listening to that a lot lately.
Mean Street is badass.
Mm-hmm.
Secrets. That's a good one.
Secrets?
51
Secrets? That's
is
a
good
great one. Yeah, I mean they're all great. What can you?
Full bug. Stephen Franklin's got it with a full bug. One thing about that song is it fades out too quick. Let that song roll. Give us another minute or two of it, you know?
Mm-hmm.
There's a couple of the Van Halen tunes where they start to fade out, and I'm like, no, not yet. Yeah, they just fade out too quick.
Yeah. Well, the reason they do that
Just
is
secrets.
because a lot of times the songs they just stop. Like a lot of times there's no actual endings to a lot. When on a lot of records they don't work out the endings to the songs until they go out and they tour and they play them live. So
Right.
if you're able to hear, like I do actually have Mean Street without the fade out. I do have Jump
wow.
without the fade out. I have several songs. I've heard them, the endings, and they just stop. And it's most of the time it's not like an actual ending to a song,
Dead or Alive is such a fun riff to play. Do you
That's
play that
true.
riff?
Dead or Alive? Yeah, I know that one.
Isn't it just A to an F sharp? Kind of a.
Something like that, yeah. Yeah, I used to play that years ago, man.
Dead or Alive. Well, we're broken down and dirty, and we're dressed in crap. From the day my mama told me, boy, you pack your bags. We were setting ducks for the policeman, who found a dirty faced kid in a garbage can. Bam. Yeah, there's that little note right there, that little squeak. Yeah, that is so cool.
Metalhead
And you put
hippie.
that on right now, it doesn't sound like a old song from the late 70s or early 80s. It sounds fresh, like it could have been recorded yesterday. They
A
sound
lot of
so
it
fresh.
does. It's timeless. It's timeless. I mean, that's why they're Van Halen, man.
Yeah.
That's the truth. It's timeless
Today's
stuff.
string choice. So This Is Love was, as a bass player, that was always a fun one for me to play.
Oh, because you get your intro. there.
Yeah, ba-bum, bum, ba-bum, 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 and you just kind of hammer on the D, 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 G, C, D, 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 D.
And do you turn down too, like on the record?
I just try to lighten it up and don't play as hard.
Oh, right on, man. That's cool.
That was always a fun one to play back in the day.
Thank you,
About
Van
10
Halen
years
Lyrics, for
ago.
watching us on Twitter. We're live on Twitter too, by the way, you guys.
Okay.
It's the truth. Van Halen Lyrics is watching us, liking the feed over there.
Their music was just so much of it was just such a party and such a celebration, and you could be throwing, back in those days there were a lot of house parties going on. Do you remember how people don't have house parties like they used to? But people used to throw
No.
house parties, and as soon as that Van Halen record went on, I mean, it really turned into a party then.
It got crazy.
Everything was so much better when you're having a house party, and it doesn't matter what you're listening to. As soon as that Van Halen record went on, man, then now you're talking. That was a party.
When it goes from the Bee Gees to Van Halen.
Yeah. Or even if you're listening to, back in those days, if you had a Scorpions record on or a UFO record on or, Black Sabbath or something, as soon as that Van Halen record got on there and you started hearing Running with the Devil or something, it just really turned into a
All the
party.
women come back into the room.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
man.
It was all good times.
Right, Rock Daddy? Is Rock Daddy there? Is he actually in there?
No, he's not in today. He did come over and see my band play Saturday morning, believe it or not, at 11:30 in the morning. The band that I'm in went up to Scottsdale Harley-Davidson up in Scottsdale, Arizona, and we played a Bikers for Boobies breast awareness / Arizona Bike Week kind of a show up at the Scottsdale dealer. And he showed up at that, and he helped me carry equipment, and him and his grandson were up there, and we had a pretty good time. So Rock Daddy, thank you for going to that. He sent me some video of it, and
Right on.
I don't know.
And hey,
maybe,
Wayne, good luck, man. He's having
Rock
surgery
Daddy,
tomorrow.
maybe there's a chance you might be able to put a link to one of your some of that video in the chat somehow, if you could. So maybe some of these people could watch it if you could figure out how to do that. I don't know.
Is it on your channel?
No, I didn't put anything on my channel. It's on Facebook and stuff.
Facebook and stuff. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's on Rock Daddy's phone. So all you guys just log into Rock Daddy's phone.
It's on Rock Daddy's phone.
Might be able to figure something like that out.
Okay. Well, hey, Rock Daddy's watching us. Rock Daddy, if you can tag me on Facebook, if it's a public post, tag me, and I will share it.
You guys are the computer literate ones.
Oh yeah. I mean, we got the keyboards with all the letters wearing
Gotta have
off.
a keyboard. Can you play jump on that keyboard?
Me?
Oh, not that kind of a keyboard. Okay.
Oh, I play Grand Theft Auto on this keyboard.
I know. Sometimes I try to make jokes and people just tell me to stop. Just say stop.
Wayne, good luck, man. Again, our friend Wayne K. Furman here, he's watching us from Facebook. He's having surgery tomorrow. All the best to you, man. Hope everything is okay. Yeah. Let's see. Rock Daddy, there we are, man. Yeah, all you gotta do is on Facebook, if your posts are public, just type the @ sign. You know what the @ sign looks like? It's above the number 2 on the keyboard. So you want to hit the Shift key and then the number 2. It'll be like a little circle with like an A with a circle around it. You want that, and then just start typing my name. Are we even Facebook friends? I don't know. I have no idea. But anyway, tag me somehow, and I will share that. Whatever that was, I can't even remember what he was even talking about. But smash that thumbs up, you guys. This is the Van Halen Show, exclusively Van Halen, even though we've talked about other things for the past 43 minutes. Robert Redford, I am tech support. Actually, I'm always helping people out with technical issues. That's what I do. It's the truth. So when Dane comes back, we'll talk about some Van Halen stuff, some stuff that's in the news currently. But I just want to remind everybody that we're giving away some Van Halen vinyl tonight in about an hour-ish. You can vote. You should see some sort of a poll in the chat right now. We got 53 votes. Van Halen won, 62%. Diver down at 38%. So we'll give both away, but which one should we give away first? Although it looks like this one's in the lead. Holly Lewis, Ned is awesome. He is taking a nap right now. A Ned nap. Ned is the man, you guys. By the way, if you want to help support this channel, buy some Ned merch. You should actually see a little merch shelf right down below on mobile or on YouTube. You should see it. I think it's there. And you can buy a Ned coffee mug, a Ned t-shirt. helps support this channel, keeps these shows on the air. And thank you for the comment on YouTube. Now he's giving directions. Hey, Johnny, your original drummer. My original drummer's here? Who is that? I have the Van Halen one on vinyl. Hope to win Diver Down. There you go. Hey, Philip. Welcome, man. We got a lot of Facebook people here. We got Facebook. We got YouTube. James. Oh, hey, James. James, you got to jump on with me sometime, man. We can talk music, talk old days. Yeah, James is one of my drummers from years ago. We actually used to play a lot of Van Halen back in the day. I'd be playing the Music Man guitar that everybody drools over. Back then, it was just a guitar. Well, I mean, it was always, a cool guitar, but these days, it's like, it's like priceless. Great to see you, man. Yeah. That's right. Yeah, we used to jam in Pete's garage. We used to play Pound Cake. We used to play Judgment Day. What else? Probably Ain't Talking About Love. Probably. Those were the days, man. Wow. Hey, Robbie is here. Robbie, awesome dude. Great talking to you today. We talked on the phone for a little bit. Great to see you, man. Let's see, Facebook user. I wish they made an Nerdball Music Man in a lefty. Talking about probably the Van Halen ones. Yeah, did they? I don't know if they ever did. I'm not sure. Humans Beane. Jose is saying. That's a great song. We're getting text messages. By the way, if you want to text in anything, preferably Van Halen, today at least, there's a phone number right there, 415-952-3263. You can text that phone number. Text in some photos of your guitars. I share those out on my EVH Gear Live Instagram, which, by the way, there is now a membership over there. So if you'd like to become a member, Dane just vanished. Bye, Dane. He has the link, so maybe we'll see him come back. I don't know. I think he got in trouble for some of the stuff he was saying over there. Yeah, now I'm blurry. There we go. There you are.
I got
There
lost.
You're back. That's okay. Do you keep a lot of windows open on the computer?
No, I don't. I have Facebook open. No, I was muted for a while there, and instead of hitting the mute button, I hit the leave studio button.
Tell him I was slapping my tits after you could
Man. So what?
Yeah, so how about that whole
Yes.
Taylor Hawkins? I love talking about the Taylor Hawkins tribute show that Wolfgang played. Both nights.
Incredible tribute to Taylor. I mean, Wolfgang's performance. I mean, there's just so many great performances there. One of my old drummers is here. His name's James. Another drummer that I would love to jam with at some point, Stuart Copeland. He was there. He played. I think Next to You. I think.
Oh yeah, all I want is to be next to you. That's a good one, man.
Oh yeah.
I've probably told you the story, but when in 1978 or whenever that album came out,
78.
I went into one of those department stores. 76, 78. When
78.
did that first 78? I went into one of those
77,
department
78
stores that was kind of like a Walmart, but it was in they didn't have Walmart back then. But I went into this department store, and I was going through the records, and I saw that first Police album, and they wanted $5.99 for it or something. I went over into the clearance rack, and I pulled a sticker off of an old record that said clearance $1.99. And I took that sticker off of one. I went over and I slapped it on that Police album. And as a 15-year-old kid or something, I was able to buy that first Police record for $1.99. And
did the real Police chase you out of there?
No, I got away with it. It was
Did Sting pop out and grab you?
It was the perfect crime. Okay. But yeah, I listened to that album back and forth and side to side, and I listened to it a lot. And the friends that I introduced them to it, I'm like, guys, listen to this, and I'd set the needle down, and everybody instantly was like, that's good. It's really good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Nobody was like that. The only negative stuff I ever heard about the Police was once in a while there would be certain girls or certain women that did not like the song Roxanne. And I think it was his vocal, Roxanne. I think that was the part that they kind of weren't so into. But other than that, everybody back in those days, everybody loved the Police, and they still do. And there were certain Police songs where if you listened closely to what Stewart was doing on the drums, where he would go, you know what I'm saying? He had these little hi-hat things he did that you didn't hear anybody else doing. And he had his kick drum would keep the 1, 2, 3, 4 on his kick drum. That would be the beat of the song. And then he'd go,
and then he would put echoplexes on his drums as well. He'd have echoes and delays.
Then they would go from a reggae beat into a 4/4 rock beat in the same song flawlessly. They would transition from a reggae beat into a rock beat. They mashed those two together, and they created a sound that nobody else really has touched on before them. You know, in my opinion, they were the first to do it.
Right. Oh, they're incredible. One of my other favorite bands, aside from Van Halen, of course.
Right. And the guitar player, remind me his name again.
Of which band?
Of the Police.
Andy
Simmons. No. Andy
Summers.
Andy Summers.
Who is currently in Paris. He's currently doing a photography show over there right now.
Oh, he's in Paris right now working and doing stuff. Well, there's a whole thing about his sound from those early albums. It was the Echoplex that finally gave him that classic sound that everybody loves. Yeah, Andy Summers.
He was using that all the time, actually, the Echoplex. I mean, not just him. Like I said, Stuart Copeland was using it. And as a guitarist myself, yes, I first heard about the Echoplex because of Edward Van Halen using it. But when I heard Andy Summers using it, it was like it just opened up a whole new thing. And it was cool. Right, Dylan?
It filled up all those gaps. So it took a one guitar player band and it made it sound thick and it gave it a stereo effect. And it worked perfect for them. It thickened everything up.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. That's true. I mean, look, the Police, 3-piece. Van Halen, 3-piece. I mean, really.
Yep.
I mean, it just shows you what can be done. Two totally different styles. but two huge influences on myself and Dane as well.
There's bands that have come along, and some bands are so afraid of making a mistake that they play everything. Everything is mechanical sounding, and they're afraid to cut loose. And one of the first bands that ever really would just cut loose, in my opinion, these are just my opinions, it was The Who. The Who would just start tearing it up, man, and with Keith Moon on the drums doing all his weird stuff and swinging his arm around, and the Who was able to cut loose. And Van Halen was the same style of music. They would, after a while, they would just cut loose, and they were not worried about missing a note. And because of that lack of fear, it took them to the next level. And they were like that way live, especially live. And even Michael Anthony has quoted the amount of alcohol that they drank helped them to not be shy and helped them to not have stage fright. And they were able to just, get a good buzz on and just cut loose. And the whole sound is based on that theory. But then they would get in the studio, and they took that to the studio a lot. But they were also, and I think once Hagar joined the band, that theory of just cutting loose sort of went out the window, and it was more well rehearsed. And you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, it was a different time. Van Halen started being, they were a live band from the beginning.
Yeah.
They were live. They played everywhere and anywhere, as you guys know.
Gazzarri's
Always. And then when they recorded that first record, which, by the way, we're giving away tonight in about, 50 minutes? 40 minutes? 49 minutes?
Running with the Devil. Eruption. You Really Got Me. Ain't Talking About Love. Okay, come on now. What's the fifth song? What's the last song on side one? What's the last song on side one?
Let me look.
Side two, Jamie's Crying. Dance the Night Away. Somebody Give Me a Doctor. Little Dreamer.
Wait a minute.
I know the running order of that album.
Well, those last two songs aren't even on this record, but they were written around the same time, though.
That's oh yeah, you're right.
So that's fine. That's fine.
How
about in the chat? Can the chat name off every song off this record? In the chat, can you guys name off every song?
Let me try again. Running with the Devil. Eruption. Do I got the first two right on side one?
Yes.
Okay. You Really Got Me. Ain't Talking About Love. The last song. Give me the fifth song on there. What was the last song on track one? All right, on side one.
You want me to say it?
Yeah, let's go ahead.
I'm the
one.
I'm the one.
That's like their best tune on that side. Side two, Jamie's Crying.
Actually, it depends on if you have the LP or the cassette. Because the cassette had a slightly different.
Got the LP right there.
The cassette had a slightly different running order, believe it or not. Right, Sean Woodall?
Side two.
Yes.
Jamie's Crying.
Yes.
Atomic Punk. Little Dreamer's the fourth one, isn't it?
Yes.
I'm missing the third one. And it's not Somebody Give Me a Doctor, because that was on Van Halen too.
Correct.
The third song is It's not Ice Cream Man because that's track 5.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm missing track 3.
In the chat, what track is he missing?
Shoot.
And smash that thumbs up.
It's not Dead or Alive because that's on the second album.
Yeah, that's not even on here. Although they did play that song live back before they even made this.
It was on their list. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not Somebody Get Me a Doctor. It's Dead or Alive. It's not Dead or Alive.
No, that's not even on here. What track are you looking for? Oh, number 3.
Track 3 on side 2.
It's in the chat.
Feel Your Love Tonight. Van Halen lyrics. Feel Your Love Tonight.
Van Halen lyrics knows.
Wait to feel
Definitely.
your love tonight.
Van Halen lyrics, by the way. Follow them on Twitter. And then, did you name the last song, number 6? I don't know if you did.
We're getting funny in the back of my car.
The thing is, if you had the cassette, there was one song that was in a different place on the cassette than the LP. I don't know why that is. But if you had the cassette tape of this, was it the end of side 1, was it? I forget. But I remember looking at the tape and always laughing because the last 2 songs were I'm the One and then On Fire. They were together. So I'd always be like, I'm the one on fire, and I would giggle. I would giggle at that. Yeah. And then the song order on the back of the record isn't even the same.
No, it's all mixed up
on the album.
Yeah, it's all mixed up. What was the only cover on that? What were the 2 cover tunes on that album? For the chat. There's 2 cover tunes on that one.
In the chat, what were the 2 covers?
Stephen Franklin knows.
This. Stephen Franklin, channel member.
I can't drive 55.
Yeah, that wasn't on here. Ice Cream Man.
Yeah.
And what's the other one? There you go, 40 Grit.
40 Grit.
40 Grit.
Okay, Van Halen 2. Let me think. How many cover songs were on Van Halen 2? I know opening track on it might have been side 1, opening track.
Right.
No, the side 2. I think there was only one cover tune on Van Halen 2.
Correct.
You're no good. 40 Grit's got that one too.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Van Halen 3, Women and Children First. That was all original, wasn't it?
Yes. I think. I'm looking.
Fools.
Fools, that was an old song they had from the clubs.
Good, yeah.
You can actually hear old versions of the song Fools. In a simple rhyme, you can hear an old version of that from the club days.
Great harmony background vocals in that one. Love to hear Michael Anthony singing along in those old songs.
Oh yeah, I mean that's the sound.
I know it.
That's the sound right there, man. And anytime somebody asks me what my favorite Van Halen record is, I mean, it's always impossible for me to answer that. But generally, the last 20 years, I've said Women and Children First is like
Wow.
is right there.
And then Diver Down. Stephen brings up how many on Diver Down. I'm going to say there was 4 of them on Diver Down, or 3 of them. I can think of 3 off the top of my head.
Only 3?
4. I can think of 4 off the top of my head.
By the way, we're giving this LP away tonight in about
Pretty Woman,
45 minutes.
Happy Trails, Dancing in the Streets,
Mm-hmm.
and Pretty Woman, Happy Trails, Dancing in the Streets. Is there a
Technically
4th?
Dancing in the Street.
I like Dancing in the Street. I thought that was cool. Was Big Bad
Dancing.
Bill a cover?
Yes,
Okay.
that was.
4 of them on there then.
And no, there's another one.
Oh, Nikes.
The album actually opened with a cover.
Where have all the good times gone?
Mm-hmm.
That was
And
really
if
good.
he's going to play that. If you guys want to know something else, the nerd, the Van Halen nerd in me, I can tell you that Where Have All the Good Times Gone actually opens with the ending of the song Secrets, but it's reversed. It fades in, so that what you're hearing there at the very beginning of Good Times is actually the end of Secrets fading in backwards. And if that makes no sense, trust me, it's true.
Oh, wow. Yeah, so you hear some
You hear
kind of
cymbals.
noises.
You hear like,
Oh, yeah.
and then like, that's the end of Secrets going, fading out or ending. And why do I know that? Because I used to rent Tascam 4-track recorders all the time every weekend to record my own demos. And for fun, I would play Van Halen songs backwards to get more Van Halen out of the songs. And I discovered that. Plus, I actually heard a Van Halen solo you guys have never heard, which I'll talk about at some other point on some other show if you guys remind me. I have heard an Eddie Van Halen solo that I will guarantee you most of you have never heard before, and it's out there.
So that was David Lee Roth's favorite album, wasn't it? Diver Down.
Was it?
Everybody
know if
always
that's
says
true.
that was Dave's record.
Because of
And then Eddie came back with Fair Warning. Or was Fair Warning after Diver Down, or was it before? That
Fair
was
Warning
before.
was before that, yeah.
Yeah. Fair Warning was their 4th album. So basically, with Roth in the band, we had the first 6 albums, plus then some 20-some years later, we had A Different Kind of Truth. So we actually got 7 albums.
20-some years later?
However long it was. How long was it?
Well, 84 was the last thing, and then we got
84
Different Kind of
to
Truth in 2012.
2015, 12. Yeah.
So that's 84, 94,
That's a long
2004,
time.
2014. Almost a long time. I can't
A
even count.
lifetime later, we got a 7th album plus the live one, Tokyo. Now with Hagar, we got 4 studio albums and the live Without a Net album, or whatever that one was called, right?
With Hagar, we got 0812.
5150, 0812,
5150, 0812.
Carnal Knowledge,
Carnal
and
Knowledge,
Balance,
Balance, and Right Here, Right Now,
which was the live one.
which was, well, technically it was a live record, but technically it wasn't really live. It was re-recorded.
Oh,
So
5. So we got 5 albums with Sammy.
I think. Not enough. We didn't get enough records from either one, I think.
Right. And then when they did that greatest hits package with both singers, and we got those 2 new Roth tunes, Me Wise Magic, and the other one that wasn't as good, but it was still a cool tune. What was that one called?
Can't Get the Stuff No More.
Can't
I
Get
liked
That Stuff No
that
More.
one better.
Did you?
I liked Can't Get the Stuff No More better than I liked Me Wise Magic.
More better?
I liked it more better. And probably one of the reasons for that is because I had heard Can't Get This Stuff No More before. I had heard it because I was talking about the wildlife earlier. You were asking me what would I like to listen to. Eddie actually had a song in that movie, instrumental, that actually was part of Can't Get This Stuff No More. It's very similar.
Mm-hmm.
Right, Holly Lewis?
So then when A Different Kind of Truth came out in 2012, and the first time you heard Tattoo, what was your immediate thought on Tattoo? First time you heard that, were you like, "Oh, right," or were you kind of like, "What's going on here? Is this Van Halen?" Did it kind of get you like, "Oh no, what is this?" Or did it like blow your mind like with happiness? Yes, Van Halen is back. I had a little, honestly, I had a little bit of both. I was so happy that it was back, and something that I'd never heard before. Even though you can dig back in the archives and hear the riffs with Dave singing other stuff.
That's what I was.
But
when I first heard it,
yeah.
When I first heard it, I already knew that other song. I already knew, Tattoo. When I first heard it, I'm like, wait a minute, that's Down in Flames is what the song is actually called, the original. And that was a live song that they would actually do. I think they did it over on the first Van Halen tour. They would play that over. I think when they played some of the like European dates, they would add in extra songs live, and that was one of them, Down in Flames. And then that became Tattoo. So when I first heard it, I'm thinking Down in Flames. I've heard this. But I remember I was sitting at my desk. This was midnight, I guess, and they had released the music video, and I instantly got a notification for it. I jumped to it, hit play, and as I'm watching it, I left a comment on the official music video for Tattoo. And if you go and look, if you can dig back that far, I was the first person to leave a comment on that video. And now I have my own Van Halen show. Thank you.
That's cool, man. That's a great story.
No, I thought it was cool. I mean, for me, mainly because I'd heard it before, and it was like, that Van Halen nerd, like, oh wow, like I already know what this is, kind of thing,
Okay. Yeah,
if that makes sense.
Heard it before. I had never heard it before. When it was Down in Flames, I never heard that. So
it was actually Down in Flames.
Too.
It was Down in Flames, and it was You're No Good.
Oh,
the very is it the beginning? The very beginning of You're No Good ended up being the very end of Tattoo. If that makes sense. And there's actually more to Tattoo as well. How the song fades out, there's actually more to that. There's actually more jamming at the end of that, which most of you have never heard. Wait, is that one of those Beretta specials?
yes, it is.
Dude, can you believe this? I was at Guitar Center last week, and I saw one of those, and the price tag said $1,000 something. Can you
For a
believe that?
Beretta special? These are like $200.
Those
They're
are less
$199.
than. Those are less. Yeah, I know it was the wrong tag.
Did you go call him out and say, "Man, why are you guys so stupid? This is $199. Do you know anything about guitars?" Who hired you guys? Yeah.
They'd be like, Dane.
What is the location that you go to? Santa Cruz Guitar Center? Is it
Stevens Creek Boulevard, technically Santa Clara, California,
Santa Clara?
which is on the border of San Jose. So I call it San Jose, but technically it's Santa Clara. But yeah, they have one of those there. I actually haven't played it yet. I was going to play it next time I'm in there. But I've heard nothing but good things about those guitars.
Well, you've got a, I don't know, what is it, a poplar body, or maybe it's a basswood body. So the weight of it is okay. You've got your single humbucker at a slant, which is basically Eddie Van Halen's design. He was the one that decided to slant the pickup because the pickup that he used, the pole pieces didn't line up properly. So if he slanted it, then the pole pieces would be right underneath each string, right? And then you got a single volume. And this is basically what Eddie had. So this is basically what he was going for. This is the time. Unfortunately, this one, instead of having like a real Floyd Rose, it has a very basic Fender style tremolo on it, where you got the springs in the back and the claw. And
Yeah.
then you got the banana.
That's how those come stock.
Yeah, they come stock like this. And I mean, an upgraded version for a couple $100 more, you can get the actual Beretta that has a Floyd in it. And but no, I like this guitar. Now this one I bought used, and I looked down the neck on it, and it has a twisted neck. So you can't really slam the action on this one. But I have it good enough to be a good playing guitar for my talent level or my playing ability. And I leave it over here with my guitars that is just the random stuff that I put together. I've had painted. I've got a BC Rich that I've had painted with a Nagel graphic on it.
Oh, that's nice, man.
Yeah, it's kind of fun. I have a Charvel that I had painted with the Warren D. Martini skull and crossbones thing.
That's cool.
I have a Kramer Striker that the body came into my store. And then 6 months later, or a year later, I found a Striker 100 ST neck that fit right in the pocket. So it's a little parts caster. It's super weird how the tone control is so close to the volume. So, they're hard. Parts casters are hard to sell because it's a parts caster. This is an Ibanez, an Iceman. And you don't see these very often. And this is the Chinese version. But they make Japanese versions. And it's kind of the Paul Stanley was the Iceman sponsored guy, right?
Mm-hmm.
But if it was reversed like this, it would be more of the Paul Gilbert kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
So basically it's an Iceman. Paul Gilbert plays a reverse Iceman. And now this guitar got traded in a month or 6 weeks ago or something like that. And I could put it on the wall. I could hang it. I could restring it and hang it and sell it. But it's just the first one that I've had in a long time. And so I just want to keep it for a while. Because there isn't a window that's going to close where, I will never be able to sell that Iceman. I've got a long time before prices drop so much that why did I hang on to that guitar so long? I should have sold that thing. No, that's not going to happen. So It's not. It's here, and I have it tuned a half step down to drop D. So I'm working on some drop D, chunky kind of riffs and things like that.
Right
When I'm
on,
down here at the
man.
store and I'm bored. So yeah, so I've got the Iceman that just kind of sets over here, and eventually I'll sell it.
Nice. You got some nice guitars back there, man. Very cool. Sherman Callahan. Sherman. Is that a potato? What?
There you go. There's
it's a
that
pear.
super sticker.
It's a flying pear. Let's say that's yellow. Yeah, unfortunately, super stickers don't activate the lights either. I don't know why. But I will do that. Oh.
The fireman, that's right.
Thank you, Sherman Callahan. By the way, Sherman Callahan, I have your info. I will send out your winning, your prize tomorrow as soon as I wake up.
Yeah.
If I wake up
Edwin's
tomorrow.
right. I have the not for sale. I have the not for sale rack back here. Just stuff to goof around with. And then I also sort of have the not for sale BC Riches hanging at the top of the store up there. If somebody said, hey man, pull that guitar down and sell me that green Bronze Series Mockingbird or something, then maybe I would, but you know how I am.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but if somebody called you tomorrow and said, hey, you know, would you consider selling
If somebody
that?
walked in and said, dude, I really want that BC Rich Virgin you have over there. What's it going to take? And I'm, I don't know. Have you got something to trade? And it's actually happened. I got a Gibson SG for one of those BC Riches, believe it or not, in a trade. So there's guys that want those
that's
things.
a deal.
And because of Stranger Things.
By Janice.
BC Rich is a cool brand. And the way 80s hair metal sometimes makes a resurgence, and then sort of everybody thinks it's super cheesy, and then the 80s hair metal comes back and it's super cool, and then it goes away again, you know.
I think because of the internet now, it's not going to go away. Everything now is cool. There's a place for everything now, I think.
You're right.
I think so. And look at
Absolutely
that.
right.
There's an Iceman.
That's a Japanese version.
Right there.
Yeah, mine has the binding.
Stephen Franklin. Man, we're getting a lot of...
Good night, Janice.
Good night, Janice. Here's a nice Kramer. Robbie, can I show this?
Paul Gilbert of what band? Mr. Big.
You guys don't know the trio that I was in for a little while? With Paul and Nuno?
Nuno Bentoncourt from Extreme.
It was
Paul
a great
Gilbert
band.
From Mr. Big.
I mean, we all played guitar.
Racer X from way back in the day.
And Johnny Beane from the Mayfire, and formerly of Desmond Child's...
There they are at the NAMM show. Don't start spreading rumors, Johnny. That was a picture of you at the NAMM show.
Well...
Maybe you guys did have I don't know. Did you really have a band with those guys?
Truthfully, no, we didn't.
Okay.
But
wouldn't that be cool? You'd have to be the bass player.
Well, speaking of bass players, I'm not going to break any news yet, but one of Paul Gilbert's bass players will be on the show here coming up pretty soon.
Hey, that's awesome.
So keep it tuned right here at the Johnny Beane TV. Oh, we're getting text messages. And there we go. Okay, I'm going to end this poll because, yeah, Van Halen 1 is like way up ahead. Should we do that? Should we give one away? We're going another 20 minutes?
Yeah, you might as well. I've kind of run out of stupid things to say. So
That's right, Michael B.
people are
Okay.
starting to throw tomatoes at their computer screen and
Don't do that.
their television. They're starting to throw tomatoes at me.
Yeah, don't throw tomatoes at us. Although I do have a nice salad in the fridge I'm supposed to be eating tonight. Okay, Van Halen 1, we're giving away right now. So make sure you're in the chat. Make sure you're talking. If you haven't talked to us yet, if you hadn't said anything, now is the time to say something. So you'll be. We have 69 entries. Okay, that's pretty good.
Lita Ford did play a BC Rich. Lita Ford. The dude from Slayer, Nikki Sixx, a lot of guys. Okay, back to this. Here we go.
Back to this. You
Tag
guys.
win. Well, you just got to put win.
Just anything. Put
Just
anything
win.
in the chat. Type where are you guys? Where's everybody watching from right now? I'm in Santa Cruz. He's in Mesa. Oh,
Nick
crap,
Mars
I
played
got-
BC Rich. Yeah.
Are they okay?
Yeah.
Oh, that's that window.
It's still working.
That polished window.
Yeah. My display case. Yeah.
All right, keep typing, you guys. Keep typing. All right, we got 70 entries. Here we go. And the winner of the Van Halen 1 vinyl tonight is,
Drum roll, please.
drum roll. Oh, okay, that's me. We got to respin. Or I can keep it.
No. You got to respin. Here we go. Respin.
All right,
Drum roll,
respinning
please.
because I really don't. I want one of you to win this. Here we go. Symmetry.
Oh, congratulations.
Symmetry.
Symmetry has won.
Congratulate. Hey, Garguts. Hey, man.
And unfortunately, he lives up in Canada, and it's going to cost Johnny about $50 to ship it up there.
Oh, whoops. Well, I mean that's why we get the super chats. That's why we have memberships over on Instagram. Where's that card at? To pay for mailing stuff out. I mean that's why we do that stuff. Symmetry, you're the winner. Message me on the Discord where to send, and I will do that. And we'll spin in about another 15 minutes.
Okay.
We'll spin for the next one. So Symmetry again is the winner. Symmetry. Zim's
Look at that.
Guitars.
Brand new Zim's Guitars female t-shirt. Let's see now. Stand up straight. Hold it up. Spread it. There you go. Look at that.
Wow. How much are those?
$20.
$20?
Yeah, you can go into the description down below.
Right on.
Squeeze them a little bit. Uh-oh.
Cherries and all.
Oh my God.
Okay, now let's keep this G-rated, sweetheart.
Tell them we're going to be getting some pink ones soon.
Yeah, this is on Facebook.
Yeah. We're going to get banned.
We're gonna get the band back together. Okay. You guys.
Edwin says, I'll take 2. I don't think he was talking about the t-shirt.
Van Halen 1 album. Okay,
Does
there
Zim
we go.
have any vintage Kramer? No, I do not, man. You know, the thing about vintage guitars, as soon as something comes in like that, there's 2 or 3 guys that I can call that will immediately grab it up. So any old, if the day comes where I can maybe get a 70s Strat, the day comes where maybe a old Martin acoustic comes in the house, there's certain kind of guitars like that don't just set and hang on the wall. Vintage stuff doesn't just come in and hang on the wall. There are so many guys that leave me phone numbers, and I've done a bunch of deals with them already, that as soon as those old vintage things come in, unfortunately, I move them on down the road as soon as they come in. So vintage stuff like that doesn't really hang out.
But you'll make a video with it before you send it away, right?
Sometimes I will. Yeah.
That's a good thing. Smash that thumbs up, you guys.
Thank you, Sherry. She wants 250. She just said, I want $250 now.
We still saw the shirt. Well, hey, maybe you'll get some shirt sales. What is the link, actually? Is there an actual link? Do you have a
if you're watching one of the videos on the Zims Guitars YouTube channel, you can go on Teespring down in the description of any of the Zims Guitars videos.
Okay. Okay, that's good.
So, but I'm not on here just to plug my channel, but if you want to go on Zims Guitars YouTube channel after the Johnny Beane show.
I'm trying to find it. Zims Guitars YouTube. Okay, where's the
Pretty sure. I'm kind of lucky with the name Zims Guitars, because when you Google that, Zims, I can pop right up on everything. You don't have to go through 20 different Zim whatevers to find any of it. Zims Guitars comes right up as soon as you search Zims. I'm at the top of the list. I'm the only person on the list. So I got kind of lucky with that. My last name is Zimmerman, so it's just sort of a nickname that people have called me. Bandmates, people over the years, people have called me Zim, so I just kind of went with it.
People didn't call you Zims until you got the shop and you became.
No, I got called Zim a lot.
Yeah. But now you're just Zims. They don't even acknowledge the merman.
Yeah, there it is. So yeah, you can get Teespring.
Teespring.
Yeah, to get t-shirts.
You can get t-shirts.
You can get a hoodie or a mug or all that normal type of merch.
A pint glass. You have pint glasses? Wow.
I guess we do. It's
do.
been a while since I've been on there.
You have pint glasses. You have t-shirts. I have one of your t-shirts. I wear it almost every day.
That's right. That's cool. Thank you for that.
You're welcome. Yeah, you have all kinds of cool stuff. Check out that link, you guys.
Stephen, no, I do not have a list of my merchandise online. I don't. I'm a one-man operation down here. My son works and my girlfriend's around sometimes, but my son basically works down here and he's my video editor. That's his basic job, is doing the editing, the videos. Mm-hmm. And if I leave to go somewhere, then he'll sit at the front desk and he'll run the store. If I'm out of town for the weekend or something, he'll run the store. But most of the time, my son is just doing my video editing.
That's great, man. Because I have to edit all my own stuff.
It's tough, and it's time consuming. I couldn't do it. Without my son, I would not have a channel. I'll say that right now. I mean, I could still do an occasional live stream, but to do all the editing that's involved, there's a real skill in that. And I'm lucky that I have a son that he's a real computer nerd. He just at the age of 4 started playing video games, and I could never get him to come out of his room and do anything except sit behind his computer. And it's paying off for me now. I will say that it's doing good because he does all my video editing. He does everything from my taxes on everything I need done online. He does that. Everything, even my stock market stuff, my stocks and
Wow.
all that. Yeah.
Does he drive you around?
No,
Does he
no,
drop you off
I
in the
drive.
morning, pick you up at
No,
night?
no, I do all that. I do all that.
Wow. That's awesome. Hey, Brian. Or I'm sorry, Robbie. Robbie, you said show. Where did you say that? You said show. Eric Casper. Eric, you were a big winner last week. I mailed out your prize earlier today. Robbie is saying show my pics. Okay. You guys ready?
I'll show you an expensive guitar.
Okay. He's going to go get an expensive guitar. While he's doing that, I'm going to show you Robbie's pics. Here's Robbie's cat. Oh, kind of looks like Ned. Let's see. And then Robbie has a awesome guitar right there with a Floyd. That's cool, man. Let's see. You got a Kramer neck right there on that one. That's a nice one, dude. Okay, one more photo. 40 Grit just sent something in. 40 Grit. Oh, wait. You said I'm 40 Grit. Was this today? Oh, you sent this in last week. 40 Grit sent this one in. There's a nice Kramer. Oh, we're getting all the photos now, man. Okay, one more. Somebody else sent in a bumblebee. I'm not sure who this is, but an awesome bumblebee as well.
That's nice.
Very nice guitar. And then what do you have there?
This is a Paul Reed Smith. And this is a NF3 Paul Reed Smith from 2011. And you can see it's the, this wood is the, why am I forgetting that? It's like the old Gibson Flying V's and stuff.
Karina.
That's right. And this is called the NF3 because this guitar has 3 narrow field pickups. So narrow field. So basically, pickups are magnets and they create a magnetic field. And because of the size of these, for some reason, PRS is calling this a narrow field pickup. And this guitar is probably in around the $2,000 neighborhood. It is a bolt-on neck. It does not have the bird inlays. It's got these little circles. But yeah, so basically, I don't know too much about it, but it came in on a trade, and I bought this or something. I forget. I've had it a little while now. But yeah, a 2011 Paul Reed Smith bolt-on neck. NF3 narrow field pickups. I don't exactly know the benefit of that. I don't know anything about it, to be honest. Yeah, is that what it is, Michael? 3 weak pickups. Possibly. Maybe they ohm out, if you put an ohm meter on them, maybe they come in at the 3 or 4. They are humbuckers, so you're not going to get any 60 cycle hum out of it. But this one is from 2011, and I think it's pretty rare. And so, yeah, kind of expensive. I might have 1 or 2 in here that's maybe a little bit more than this. But I usually don't deal in the super high end stuff. I'm more of a, I have a lot of, $300, $400, $500, Mexican strats and stuff. I make my living off of the inexpensive stuff. So, yeah, the market is kind of a lot smaller on this. This is probably a better reverb item, but I don't like shipping guitars and selling guitars on reverb because I don't want to give them that 8% and all that kind of stuff. And I miss out on trade-ins. There could be a day where somebody sees this guitar in my shop and they want to clean out their storage locker and bring me 10 guitars for it. And I do that kind of stuff. It happens a lot. It happened this morning. I got 11 items this morning for one made in Japan Stratocaster. So, this is trade bait right here. This is something where, if one of those guys has been collecting a bunch of guitars and he's got a bunch of $300, $400, $500 guitars and he wants to trade a bunch of stuff in, his wife is like, you're kind of becoming a hoarder. The bedroom is full of guitars. Our garage, you've got to have a storage locker now. This turns into trade bait where guys will come in and they'll dump off a bunch of stuff and I end up with something like they end up with something like this. So they can upgrade. All of us are guilty of collecting a lot of guitars. Most of us in this chat, a lot of you guys probably have a dozen guitars sitting there. Just like Johnny's guitar war that he has right there. And this is one of those high-end guitars. I actually bought this from Philip McKnight. So this was in Phil McKnight's collection. And babble, right? But yeah, it's good trade bait. Usually guys don't come in and throw down $20, $100 bills at my store. They will they'll bring me a lot of trades and they'll bring me old amps and we do a lot of barter and bickering and a lot of horse trading goes on. Yeah. So there you guys go. There it is.
Man, that's a nice guitar. I guess it's available tomorrow if you guys want to call up the store. Right? Oh yeah. You guys check out our friend Robbie. He has a new YouTube channel. I'm trying to find your channel. I know I was on there the other day. Oh, here we go. Check out our friend Robbie. He only has 8 subscribers. He needs a few more subs. So help him out. He's got some awesome Kramer guitars. We love Kramer guitars. There we go. There's his channel in the chat. Check out his channel. There we go. Our friend Robbie and his Kramer guitars. And his cat, Princess Zora. I love cats. I'm a huge fan of cats. What else? What time is it?
No 40 grit, no other Charvel stuff right now. If I get my hands on a Charvel, it kind of comes and goes pretty. They move really quickly. So right now I don't have it.
Is there somebody out there you call right away, or
no?
people
Not
come
so
in
much
and...
on those. Those I will hang. Those will hang on the wall. And well, I got one I can show you. Let me show you this one.
You guys smash that thumbs up. Our friend Dane Zimmerman here, he has awesome guitars. An awesome shop in Mesa, Arizona that I hope to visit one of these days when it gets way too cold here in Santa Cruz.
All right, so this thing, on the headstock, it says Charvel by Jackson Charvel. So you guys, and it is got the locking nut right there. It's the 3 pickup version single hum with the Floyd Rose. And you know what? There's a new documentary out that you can find on YouTube, and it's called The Charvel Gang. And I know that I actually jammed with the guy that directed this movie. You can find it on YouTube. It just came out a couple of months ago. And it's about the gang of guys that started working at Charvel, Wayne Charvel, and a whole group of those guys. They put this company together. And this documentary talks and interviews, all those guys. And then it tells the story about how Jackson got involved. What's Jackson's first name? What's the guy's name? But there's the whole story about how Charvel and Jackson, they teamed up together, building guitars in what's the city there in LA, Johnny, where their first factory was at?
Charvel?
San Dimas.
San Dimas.
Yeah. So it's a really fun documentary to watch. They interview a lot of rock stars. They talk about the Charvel, that the Jack Daniels bass guitar that they made for Michael Anthony. They talk about all these cool guitars they made for Eddie and all that kind of stuff. The Bumblebee was made right there in San Dimas. And so I don't know the age of this guitar. You guys might be able to help me out and with help me out. Let me know what year do you think this thing is?
Is there a serial number?
When did they start saying by Jackson Charvel? When did it all start? That logo, what year was that logo used? If you guys can help me out with any of that kind of stuff. Grover Jackson, that's right. How did I forget that? Grover Jackson. But that documentary called The Charvel Gang, really informative. Anything you want to know about Charvel and Jackson guitars. And they interview all kinds of people. Michael Anthony's in it. They interview all kinds of people. They talk about Eddie Van Halen a lot because, being right there in San Dimas in the early 80s, this company catered to all those rock stars, and those guys would just show up at the factory and say, "This is what I want you guys to do," and they would give him the Bumblebee. They'd give Eddie guitars. They would give all those. They'd give all those rock stars from the LA hair metal scene, the early rock scene of the 80s. Charvel was a key player in that. Yeah. Eric's saying, I think it's the late 90s. That's an 86 Japanese import, said Fort Worth on the neck plate. No, it doesn't say anything on the neck plate. It's a plain, clear chrome neck plate. But, I'm thinking late 90s too.
I wonder if that's original.
Because I'm wondering what year did Grover Jackson still have his name on the headstock there until it finally just became Jackson, and they finally separated from each other. So it's kind of a fun thing to think about, and kind of a cool guitar. But I haven't dug deep enough to actually check it out. So I do like when I'm on a show like this and you guys can help me out. Yeah, Randy Rhoads. They built the Concorde, the Randy Rhoads Concorde. So it's a fun movie, documentary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll have to check that out.
Yeah, it's super informative.
I remember when they were filming that.
Yeah. I actually know the director, Paul Gervasi, directed by Paul Gervasi. And he actually has jammed with my band once or twice. We did some rehearsing just for fun. And I see him at the NAMM show every time I go out there. And this was his second movie that he directed, and it's called The Charvel Gang. It's a good watch for you guys.
Right on. That's cool. It is kind of weird how the neck plate is totally blank. It's kind of weird. 40 Grit, I saw your comment, so I'm showing you my Music Man. Technically, I like to shout these out on Music Man Mondays, but today is Tuesday. But hey, every day is Cool Guitar Day, right? There you go, man. Awesome. Awesome guitars. Yep, there you go, man. And tune in on Sundays. Sunday nights, I do what's called the Guitar ASMR Hour. Actually, I go a couple hours a lot of times. And I might actually play this guitar on a Sunday night. So yeah, tune in. Smash that subscribe. We got the official EVH strap, EVH, what do you call it? Clasps. Official. I'll show you guys a good close-up of the guitar right now. There you go. The guitar lives in a gig bag, so that's like gig bag fuzz right there. Who did I comment with earlier this morning? Somebody left a comment or something somewhere on one of my channels saying that they couldn't believe this thing survived an earthquake, which that is true. There was an earthquake in 1993 in East Bay, California, and this thing fell off the stand, and it got a little boo-boo right there, right here, in 1993. But every time I play the guitar, I mean, I'm so used to it. I mean, it feels normal to me. And look, that used to be the same color, believe it or not. Years ago. But that's the neck. That's the neck you all want. And did I reverse the neck pickup? Oh, Sean, of course. I did it immediately when I saw it in the magazine for the first time. I want to say in 1993. I reversed the neck pickup immediately that night. Right on. Hey, Robbie, you're welcome, man. Zora says meow. Ned says hello. Right on. Yeah, check out our friend Robbie on YouTube. Link is in the chat. He's new to YouTube. He's making YouTube videos. He's doing some Van Halen stuff. He's got a lot of cool Kramer guitars. And yes, Zims did disappear. He's, I think he's in trouble. All right, so there we go. This guitar, you guys all know this. All right. Yeah, I think it. I don't know. Smash that thumbs up if Zims will be okay. All right, and I think he's getting ready to, because he's closing shop in a minute, and we're gonna split. You guys, we're giving away Diver Down. We're giving this away. We already gave away Van Halen 1 earlier tonight. You guys all know we give away Van Halen vinyl. Does this look familiar? That's the cover to this video. I literally have boxes and boxes full of these records. I was a huge Van Halen collector for a lot of years. A lot of you guys don't know that. But obviously, I mean, I do a Van Halen show. Obviously, I know what I'm doing. You guys, we give away Van Halen vinyl every Tuesday here on the channel. So make sure you smash that subscribe button. I actually saw a comment. I had to approve it because of the emojis. There we go. Alonzo is saying, if you're new, subscribe to the channel here. I've been carrying the Van Halen flag for years, which is true. So yeah, that's true. If you like Van Halen, this is the place you want to be. This is Johnny Beane TV. We're gonna give this away. I don't think Dane's ever coming back. I think they're listening now. I don't know. All right, we're giving this away, you guys. Type in the chat. Just say something. We got 74 entries. That's pretty good. I think we got up to 110 entries a couple nights ago. Everybody hide. You guys. I think he's mopping up that floor is what he's doing. All right. Everybody, refresh your browsers. It's that time of the show. Refresh your browser right now. It helps out the channel, believe me. Smash that thumbs up. Refresh the browser. Open up the video in another browser.
I don't like that.
What? Leave a comment. Drop your comments below on playback. And, all right, we're going to give this away. Van Halen, Diver Down. You guys know this one. Classic record. You know all the songs there.
And then I'll call Bri if we don't see it.
If we don't hear it.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
I don't know if they can hear me. We're giving this away right now, so let's do it. Here we go. Symmetry was the last winner. The next winner is...
Let me call Bri.
Tim Thomas. Dane is back.
Yeah, I
Tim
came back.
Thomas, Diver Down LP. Right on. Right on. Tim Thomas. Welcome, man. So text that phone number below and I will send it out as soon as I can.
Okay, Johnny, thanks for having me, buddy.
Hey, you're welcome, man. We're
out of here.
You're out of here.
Gotta eat.
Right on. Great to meet you. Great to meet you. You guys. Zims, I'll see you next time, man.
Okay. Thank you, Johnny.
All right.
Come shop
All right.
here. You get the best guitars you will ever find at great prices.
It's true. Every day.
Bye, guys.
And if you're
Bye.
lucky, you might catch me here.
And that was the last time we ever saw Dane again. You guys. Yeah, you never know what you're going to get here on Johnny Beane TV, man. You're going to get the weirdest stuff, but also the coolest stuff. Yeah, there you go. All right, a few words before we end. So nobody leave. Don't leave yet. Follow Cody Van Halen on Instagram and Twitter. He's brand new to Instagram and Twitter. Follow Cody and tell him Johnny Beane sent you. Say at Johnny Beane, @ Johnny Beane sent me to when you go and visit Cody Van Halen on Instagram and Twitter. That is him, official page of Cody Van Halen. Thank you, Norm. Thank you, man. All right, we are out of here. Thank you again, channel members. You guys are incredible. Thank you so much for being members of this channel. All your continued support for this channel and these shows. And don't forget, we'll be live again soon. Maybe actually tomorrow or the next day. This Friday, scheduled to appear is Steve Anderson. Is that Friday we talked about that? I think Friday. I think Steve Anderson is going to come back Friday. So tune in. Tune in for that. And let's see. I'm just refreshing. Okay, there we go. All right, you guys, thank you so much for watching. Smash that thumbs up. Subscribe. If you like Van Halen, this is the place you want to be. Like Alonzo says, this is Johnny Beane TV. You guys rock. All right, I'll see you guys later. Johnny Beane TV. Bye.
Hey, this is Michael Anthony right here, and you are watching exclusively Van Halen on the Johnny Beane TV. Keep it there. Woo! See ya!